Today we're going to be looking at SCP-049, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-049 is contained within a standard secure humanoid containment cell. Research Sector 2 at Site 19. SCP-049 must be sedated before any attempts to transport it. During transport, SCP-049 must be secured within a Class 3 humanoid restriction harness, including a locking collar with an extension restraints, and monitored by no fewer than 2 armed guards. While SCP-049 is generally cooperative with most Foundation personnel, outbursts or sudden changes in behavior are to be met with elevated force. Under no circumstances should any personnel come into direct contact with SCP-049 during these outbursts. In the event SCP-049 becomes aggressive, the application of lavender has been shown to produce a calming effect on the entity. Once calmed, SCP-049 generally becomes compliant and will return to containment with lower resistance. In order to facilitate the ongoing containment of SCP-049, the entity is to be provided with a corpse of a recent deceased animal, typically a bovine or a large mammal, once every 2 weeks for study. Description: SCP-049 is a humanoid entity roughly 1.9 meters in height, which bears the appearance of a medieval plague doctor. While SCP-049 appears to be wearing a thick robe and a ceramic mask indicative of that profession, the garments instead seem to have grown out of SCP-049's body over time, and are now nearly indistinguishable from whatever form is beneath them. X-rays indicate that despite this, SCP-049 does have a humanoid skeletal structure beneath its outer layer. SCP-049 is capable of speech in a variety of languages, though tends to prefer English or medieval French. While SCP-049 is generally cordial and cooperative with Foundation staff, it can become especially irritated or at times outright aggressive if it feels that it is in the presence of what is called the pestilence. Although the exact nature of this pestilence is currently unknown to Foundation researchers, it does not seem to be an issue of imminent concern to SCP-049. SCP-049 will become hostile with individuals, seems as be affected by the pestilence, often having to restrain should it encounter such. If left unchecked, SCP-049 will generally attempt to kill any such individual. SCP-049 is capable of causing all biological function of an organism to cease through direct skin contact. How this occurs is currently unknown, and autopsies of SCP-049's victims have invariably been inconclusive. SCP-049 has expressed frustration or remorse after these killings, indicating that they have done little to kill the pestilence, though this usually seeks to perform a crude surgery on the corpse using the implements contained within a black doctor's bag it carries on the person at all times. While these surgeries are not always successful, these often result in the creation of instances of SCP-049-2. SCP-049-2 instances are reanimated corpses that have been operated on by SCP-049. These instances do not seem to retain any of their prior memory or mental functions, having only basic motor skills and response mechanisms. While these instances are generally inactive, moving very little and in the general ambulatory fashion, they can become extremely aggressive if provoked or if directed to by SCP-049. SCP-049-2 instances express active biological functions, though these are vastly different to current understood. That is all I have for today. This is some good tomato sauce.